Is it working? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's working. Oh, Lord knows it's okay that I was late by like a minute, but nobody else is here anyway. I should have bought some soda on my way home. Hello. Nobody's here yet, but hello. Anyway, I'll greet people as they come in. Hi. Let me see. I should edit those. Delete. Oh, cancel. Oh, hello. I don't know who's here, but hello. Sorry, getting distracted because I do like 15 things at once because I'm not too smart. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to draw. I think my thing's actually a bit small, but that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's still not what I wanted to do. Boy, that's lagging a little bit. Just a heads up, it's kind of behind where I am at the moment. What to draw? I was actually originally going to do some... Why did it go yellow? Some like pre-sketching and whatnot, but I was out for a bit earlier, and what was I doing? I was out for a bit. I had to get yarn and stuff, so you know, I didn't get to do any pre-sketching. Let me see something here. Just a quick look. Let me pull this over here. But hello. Hello, whoever's watching. Hi. I'm awkward when I don't have any, like, participants. What's this one? Would love if I could do, like, an image preview thing. It doesn't tell me anything. Let me see. I need ideas of doodles. It's like I have plenty of ideas until I go to work on to do for a stream. And then it's just like all the ideas kind of go wee right out my brain. Let's pick a good sketching color. I want to sketch in purple. I can't have my background like actually be like white. I can't. That's something I've never really been able to do. Make this smaller. Do this with it. This. It just, I try and have the actual background be like white, and it just hurts my eyes while I'm looking at it. It's too bright. I don't even know if you can hear me, because I don't know if my mic is doing properly, because I should have done a test, I suppose, before I actually started this, but I didn't, because that's just me. That's how I am, and I'm not the brightest bulb in the box. So hi, I get messages. Because I talk to people on Facebook. Speaking of, okay. Oh, goodness, I have plenty of things. Sorry. It's like nothing goes on until I go to stream. Then everything goes on. Okay, I'm just going to start doodling and see what happens. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's see. Might doodle a character and maybe a little thing from a bit of a project that I'm working on. This is going to be made smaller. I did that again. I always do that. Why do I do that? I always forget whenever I start a new file to make my background. Hi, new person. Who else is in here? Who's in here in general? I don't know. I really don't. I'm gonna just kind of doodle and see a little bit what happens. Because, you know, whenever I was out earlier, I had a ton of ideas of what to do for a live stream. And then it's like I went to do it and just no. Every possible idea that I had just kind of went poof, thin air. Like, it's gone now. It's not coming back until I stop streaming. Then it'll stop. Then it'll just reappear. I may eventually do some game live streams. I've considered doing some, eventually doing some, Twitch streaming. Because I know they've got like a creative portal and art kind of section. Because I know some other artists who do that, and I'd like to try my hand at it because I have a Twitch. Gunshot or firework? Which one was that? Because I know it's February, but it's warm weather, so people go stupid. I have a notification. I tend to have way too many tabs open at once. It's typical. It's pretty normal. And I wonder if my sister will pop in here. Maybe. That'd be cool. Let me see. May have to open in a different little tab one of my references for one of my own little characters, or go and grab a sketch pad. Yeah, let me zoom back out because right now I want to kind of focus on basic forms. Hi, another new person. Yay. Yeah, I don't like how this is turning out. Let's start this again. No, Twitter, I have no interest in watching Halo things. Let's see. Yeah, though, I think I might do a thing from a, kind of a side project that I'm working on, that if I do it, it'll eventually be a thing that I do on here. That I think would be neat, because I have this whole little cast of characters. They're kind of just a little bit, they started out as like a little miscellaneous cast of characters that I could use for just about anything. And now they've kind of grown into, I love the characters so much. They've all got a good amount of, they've all got some awesome personality to them. That the geeky one is my favorite. But, I want to eventually do something with them. And I have a vague idea. Well, I've got a lot of ideas. I've got like every AU that you can think of for these characters. And I'm not sure which one I'll do the first initial project on. but I'll do something. I don't know what yet for the main one. I don't even have a working title for this thing yet. Or, well, I sort of do, but it's dumb, so I'm not gonna say it. I need to get, like, my sister's opinion on it and stuff. It's neat to have people in here. I don't usually have, like... Usually I have, like, 2 people in here, and that's it. 3's an accomplishment. I wish that, I have no idea what I wish, because I don't remember what the heck I was gonna say. Whoop, that was an accident. I've already been at this for 10 minutes. Hi! I use, Photoshop. Sorry, I got really loud there. I apologize if I accidentally, like, deafened anybody. But I used Photoshop for doodling. For the longest time I used Photoshop Elements. And I recently started using the newest one. It's not too bad. The cost isn't for it. It's like now it has like this monthly fee thing that you use. Which, I mean, at least you don't gotta pay like a few $100 like up front to use it. I'm sorry! I didn't mean to startle you. Hi, Tracy! I didn't mean to startle you with headphones. There should be a headphone warning just on my stuff in general, just because I get loud and squeaky. Oh! Well, I'm glad that, honestly, I got really excited whenever he shared my thing, because I got really flattered by that. Because I was excited. Because I'm easily flustered with attention. Honestly, it doesn't take hardly anything to make me all flustered, and I was just, I did get a few subs. I actually got really excited because I hit the 50 subscriber mark, and then my roommate was laughing at me because I got super excited and flustered, and it was comical because I was shocked when I got 10, let alone whenever I'm hitting the 50 mark. I'm just like, oh gosh, where did you people come from? Because I'm very awkward. My sister's more of a attention accustomed person than me. Like, by far. Let me see. Let me scale this down. Move this up here. I have no idea yet what I'm actually drawing, by the way. I'm just kind of doodling and seeing what happens. Well, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that, because that was just, I wanted to do that doodle for, that drawing for Negs, just because all the crap that's been going on. Hi, Mommy! I'm sorry to the person, I'm sorry to Lolita wearing earphones, because I probably just deafened you again. My mom popped in. That made me excited. But I did that doodle for Negs because all that junk that was going on with him, I felt bad, everybody attacking him. And so I thought it'd be neat to do something nice for him. And I thought, surprise with a drawing, because that's like one of my main little skills, so I do that. And I was really happy that everybody liked it so much. And it just made me really happy. Okay, you turned down the volume. Good. I'm sorry. I get loud and squeaky. But I don't know why I just did that up and down like that, like I was sketching. Well, thank you. I really like the way that picture turned out. So, especially because I think I haven't drawn a dog or a guitar since I was in like middle school. So that was a bit of a throw. It helped that Pebbles looks a lot like my mom and dad's dog, Capo. So that kind of helped a little bit. That helped a lot of bits because I was able to find multiple reference pictures just because of the similarities. But I had to look up guitars on Google, and I need to find my little reference picture. There will be a random image that pops up on the picture that on the thing here that's not what I'm actively working on, but I need it as a reference because it's one of my other characters. Where is it? I'm gonna pull it over so that's not in the way. That's not what I was trying to do. Oh, goodness sakes, that got big on the other thing. Z. But I have so many characters that I can't always remember what the newest ones look like. So I have to kind of reference for myself. Yeah, that's too far over. Okay. But I've been drawing this little character like a lot lately. Yeah, no, Mommy, are you still cleaning? Are you still in here? I don't know. Yeah, it says you are. But this little character that I'm working on, I've been drawing him like a lot. Because I have a few different projects that I'm working on. One in particular, this one is just kind of an all over the place project that I decided to do just because I wanted a little cast of characters that I could play with just about anything. Okay, yeah, you're still here. I pulled open the participants thing. It still said you were here, so I figured. But I have no idea what I'm going to actually do with this image yet. I was stuck between doing a new one or working on one of my old ones. Well, Mom, judging by your usual typos in texting. Yeah, Paradise. Which, hello, by the way, Paradise. I didn't know you were in here. But you always do have those couple of favorite OCs. But I have like a bunch of cast of characters. And I have different favorites in each little cast of characters. But at the moment, with this one, these are newer characters that I'm working with here. I have no idea what I'm doing with this form. This is different than I usually sketch, but I figured I'd try something different. I just kind of do whatever with this group of characters. They don't really have a base universe yet. Computer bite me. That was funny, Mommy. But, like with these, they don't even have a set base universe yet. So that's always fun. So I just kind of play with them at the moment and do whatever. But that's its own kind of fun. Yeah, this time nobody's going to be hearing my roommate in the background laughing at me because she's over taking care of her brother. Because otherwise he'd be home by himself. So yeah. Buzz, buzz. Stop it, phone. Paradise, I don't quite understand that message. Let me see here. Like, recently with these characters, I've been playing a little bit with a post-apocalyptic kind of thingy. Because I'm a nut for stuff like The Walking Dead. And stuff like that. So, that happens, you know. I will be right back. I need one of my other sketch pads. Because I'm going to add another character in this picture. I will be right back. I'm good. I tripped. I'm good. Oh, indeedy. Yeah, that's true. At least it's not a Sharpie on the wall like when I started when I was little. I apologize for screeching. I tripped on my way back. Let me get it. This is like... I've got to take a second to actually open this sketch pad. Because it's like a leather bound one. I'm okay! But, I had to untie it because it's got like this leather thing goes around. I'm good. I trip all the time. I'm clumsy. I trip. It happens. I mean, I said it in my last storytime video. Most of my storytime videos are probably going to be involving injury in some way or another. Because my whole family is good at that one. So, yeah. Let me see a thing. Okay. Yeah, no roommate laughing at me this time. Let me see. Okay, for basic forms, let me grab a different layer. Where did that come from? What is that? Why is there just like 1 pixel? Okay. I bet they did freak. Oh my gosh. I haven't quite done that. I have not quite done that. I've done some pretty clumsy stuff. Like, oh my goodness. Of course, I had kind of a bad combo, at least when I was younger. I'm a little more cautious now. But I had this really bad combo when I was younger of being clumsy, but also being a daredevil. Oh gosh, I haven't quite done that, but if I try and stand too still, I'll kind of sway. Why do I have a text? I have tripped over air, though. And that's always its own, like, little special brand of fun. Because then, oh boy, do you get laughed at. Let me see here. Let me grab a... What color should I sketch in next? She's more of a blue. Okay, I can minimize my little reference over here. Mommy, why the zip lip emoji? Is that because, you know, you've done clumsy stuff too? I'm gonna end up having to shrink this bit, aren't I? Yeah, I got it way too big, but oh well. I actually don't think I've drawn this character from this angle before. So this is going to be interesting. Let me see. He's taller. So. Oh, yeah, you're innocent. Of course you are, yeah. Yeah, of course you're innocent, Mommy. She's not. Let me make this a bit smaller. Oh, I'm still congested. Ow. My knee popped. It's funny how fast the time seems to go whenever I stream. It doesn't feel like I've been at this for like almost half an hour already. God, I may have to turn down the brightness on my tablet. Let me zoom back out for a second. Oh, loud noise. Oh. I don't know why I'm yawning. I haven't been up that long. Let me see. Buzz. I keep getting like random texts. Okay, I see part of the issue with this. So, I need to practice more with doing more illustrations with multiple characters, because I am actually really bad about not doing that. I tend to well, Mom, it's honestly just practice. I wouldn't be nearly at this level if I didn't draw constantly, to the point of getting myself in trouble when I was in school. In every class but my psychology class. I'm going to lower the opacity on these in a minute. I'm actually about ready to pull up one of my other projects and work on it, because I have no idea where I'm going with this one. I'm not sure how I feel about where it's going at this point. You mean like you were also very happy to learn that it was coffee that I had in that soda bottle that you found in my backpack? Yeah, to be fair, there's a lot worse things though that I could have been than an artist. Okay, I feel like this character needs a little bit... He's taller anyway. I still remember whenever you found that daggone... I think it was a Coca-Cola bottle in my backpack. And I had put coffee in it because I didn't have a travel mug. And you thought it definitely wasn't coffee. I remember you were flipping out and I'm just like, Mom! It's coffee! Because looking back on it, it makes me think of that one post that I've seen where it shows the text between a mom and her daughter, and she finds this tin of little white things in the car, and she texts her daughter like, "What is this? What is this? Answer me." And then the daughter's like, "Mom, put one in your mouth." Yes, I'm alive. Still. But, the daughter's like, "Put one in your mouth." And she's like, "I am not going to put anything like that in my mouth." And she just like, "Do it." And then just, "Oh, what was it, Mom?" "A mint." Yeah. But that's what that makes me think of now. And it cracks me up. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put this one aside for later. Okay, this needs to go in Art Miss. I'll open a different picture. What's that? Oh. Not BRB, I'm still here. Let's see. I'm going to work on this one a little bit. This is one I started in a different stream. Just never came back to it. I'm not used to doing backgrounds, but I really want to try one for this one. Besides, I'm never going to get better at it if I don't practice. Characters are my specialty. It's not going to hurt me to try. Oh, let's see here. There was the beginning one. And there was that. Now I got this. I like the way that the little river and the tree and all that in the background. I like how that looks. Coloring it is going to be the fun part. Well, and lining it too. I actually think I'm ready to work on the actual... I'm not missing anything, am I? No. No, I'm good to go on the line art. How did I just get scrolled down over there? Oh, that's how. Let me see. Drop the opacity a little bit more. I am not sure how this one is going to turn out with the line work and stuff. But why not? I'm going to use a different inking brush though. Drop the size a little bit. Let me see. Okay, yeah, let's not do it on that layer. It's the wrong layer. I like that one. Let me make it a little bit bigger. This is a larger picture size than I usually do. Let me see. There we go. That's better. I like bold outlines, at least on my character art. This isn't going to be too big, is it? I hate trying to do a hair swoosh, at least for inking. Sketching is much easier. Okay, no, I'm going to have to make this smaller. Oh. I should have gotten some soda before I came home. I may have to, here in a little bit, jump in the car and go get some soda or something. Something to drink. I'm not in the mood for tea, or else I'd make that. Ponytail holder, where is it? Oh, Mom, I got the yarn for Deedle. It wasn't quite the yarn that I wanted, but I found the right colors in a different type. Sorry, I'm pulling my hair up. Like, it's like this really fluffy, soft yarn. She's not in here, so I'm going to actually talk about it for a second. Is Mom gone? I don't know. Doesn't have her in the participants anymore. It's just got me. Oh. Okay, yeah, she's still here. But yeah, I got, it's like this really soft, fluffy yarn. It's really thick. I may end up actually having to get a couple more skeins of it. But it's really neat. We found it at Joann's because we could not find the green. Because me and Ariel and Eli, we all three went out and looked. And we went out and we were looking because I didn't want to go out there by myself. And we were already out, so like could not for the life of me find that right color. Oh, you tapped out and got busted, huh? That's okay. But they did not, I don't think they make that, they carry that color, the right one that I needed for the green, in the yarn I was originally going to use anymore. Which kills me because now they carry the exact right turquoise that I need in there. But they don't have the of course, you know, they get one, then they don't have the other. I actually really like this inking brush. I keep getting a beep beep. Well, not even a beep beep, a buzz buzz. Yeah, I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna stream. Maybe for a little bit. Well, definitely for a little bit longer. But after that, I'm gonna have to run out and get me something to drink because, like, I'm not in the mood for tea. Like hot tea. We don't have any sweet tea made. And I don't want to fool with it right now. Or Kool-Aid. Okay, the only thing I don't like about this brush... Can I fix that? I fix that with something else. I don't like how the line starts to like separate at the end there. That bothers me. Like past that, I really like this inking brush, but I need to learn how to make custom Photoshop brushes, like real good ones for me. Like a real good solid inking brush. That would be like fantastic. Here in a little bit, I'm probably going to play some Fallout. I'm like hooked on that game. It's a really good one. And I'm not usually into, you know, shooters. The ones where you actually shoot a gun. Not usually my thing, but I like this one. I like all the lore with it. Also, saying lore reminded me of it, but that picture, that video that Brandy shared for the birthday thing with you and Aunt Lori, that cracked me up. And I meant it whenever I said that if I learn to animate, I'm going to animate a thing of that. Like, I was 100% serious. Like that. Nah, I'm gonna animate it. Because that'd be funny. Now, what I'm gonna have you do is redub it. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Because that would be amazing. And that would be awesome. How far did that go? Not far enough. Okay. Which I do eventually, if I can get one of my projects off the ground that I want to do. It may not be animated. It may be kind of like almost like a storyboard kind of storytelling thing with it. I would love to have you and Deedle and some other people in the family do the voices for it. But like, I have a couple project ideas that I think would be really fun like that. Make for a fun and cool little project. Oh, I hope I can fix that hand. I mean, I know Deedle, so I know she'll be okay with doing voices, but you gotta do some too. 'Cause, yeah. Let me see. I need a tablet glove. My hand keeps sticking. Ow. Take off my glasses. Okay. Okie dokie, paradise. Let me see. Just pop my knee. I keep having to get down close to the tablet, so I had to take off my glasses. Now I have to squint at the chat because it's up on my other screen. Oops, that's crooked. I need a tablet glove. My hand keeps sticking. And that's not good. I don't know why I'm singing. There, that's starting to look better. More like a proper hand. At least a good enough hand. Beep, beep. I heard a car. No, that does not look good. There we go. And just leave it as is for that. I'm usually decent at hands, but the way these are turned, not quite as much. Oh. I swear I'm not usually this bad at hands. Or at least I don't struggle with them this much usually. I really need to rewatch Jurassic World, especially if me and Damien are gonna. That does not look right. Especially if me and Damien are gonna go and see the new one when it comes out. Because that's our intention anyway, is to go and see it. Okay, I see part of the problem. Let me see. I do it like this and then around there. So hands at this angle are very frustrating. No, they're too long, I think. Let me zoom out and see how it looks. Sometimes you gotta do that occasionally. Okay, for the size of the picture, it's not that bad. Sometimes I've learned that with digital art, sometimes you just kind of gotta, especially if you're struggling with something, before you make yourself too mad to continue, you've got to just stop and move on. Because I swear, your ability to draw some things, like, changes day to day. It just does. Get the little detailing here. Moment when you have to stop and try and remember how you did the boots. That's when really sketchy sketches are very frustrating. Oh. Let me see. What's that? Phew. I'm not sure how much longer I'll stream. This probably won't be as long a one as usual. Just because a little bit wore out for some reason. I don't even know why. I'm having trouble focusing a little bit on it. Like, not even on the drawing, but on specifically... Sorry, I got distracted. But, not drawing isn't what I'm distracted from, but more like the live stream portion of it. Ugh. Plus my eyes are starting to ache a little bit. My chair makes funny noises. Let me see. Now this where it's more like the edge of the cliff, it's not as big of a deal if my lines aren't super straight, because I feel like it actually makes it look a little bit better if they're not. The edge of the house here is going to be a pain, but too far. I like how it's turning out though. Let me see. Like, I really like that. That's the wrong layer. There we go. Also with the edging of the little lake way down there, I like it better if the lines aren't all super smooth. Still working on getting like a really consistent stream day going. Like originally it was going to be Wednesday, and then this week it's Thursday, and then the past couple weeks I didn't post anything when I really should have. Landscapes, I feel like landscapes in general, not just the pond or anything like that. It just feels a little bit more comfortable to have more of a, kind of a not super duper smooth. I like the idea almost of there being like almost like a little canyon kind of thing way back here with the river going between it. A nice pretty little river. I think I'm channeling my inner Bob Ross. It's a pretty little river. And a lovely little pond, lake. It's not a pond, it's a lake. It's too big to be a pond, especially with how far away it is. Getting this close to my tablet probably is not very good for my eyes. Oh well, they're already bad. What's a little bit of drawing gonna do to them at this point? Hmm. I know I'm lining the background, but the actual coloring style for it will probably be a much more kind of painterly-ish art style or color style. Thanks. I really want to do for the background more of a little painterly-ish art style. I just think it'd look best considering this picture that I am nowhere near done with, and I'm afraid I'm biting off way more than I can chew to work on right now. And I'm not entirely sure exactly how much longer I'm going to be streaming, just because I'm wore out, and just because I drove a lot today and it put me on edge a little bit, and that drains me sometimes. It's like it's always one way or the other. Either I drive, and after I drive I'm cool and I'm actually relaxed because I chilled out because I like driving and getting out of the house, or it makes me panicky and just all and anxiety ridden. I've never actually done any like painting. Like I've tried once or twice, but I've never actually like learned. I want to. Because I think it'd be neat. I actually usually do closer to like cel shaded stuff, and honestly, I usually just do character art, just because I get really intimidated over backgrounds, because characters are what come most easily to me. They're what I do most naturally. It's funny, however much I like this really smooth lines and all that on the characters, I like more, not quite super smooth lines. It doesn't bother me as much if I end up with a crooked line on a tree. But I've never really learned how to paint. I dabbled in watercolors a little bit for a short amount of time, but then I got intimidated by it, and I haven't messed with it very much since. I would love to learn like how to really do it, but that's not something. Whenever I was in school, I haven't gotten my art degree yet. I'm actually planning on going back this fall to get my studio art degree. But when I was in high school, our art class it should have been more of a craft class is what it should have been called. Because that was a lot more of what it was a lot more of a lot more of a craft class than an art class. I'm sorry that your parents got sick. That's awful. I think I attempted oil paints once. Yeah, and I accidentally got it on me and I couldn't get it off. I'm sorry that your parents got sick. That's awful. Trying to figure out what that right there was. I don't know. See, that was the thing. I didn't get it on my clothes. I got it on my skin. I got it on, I think I got it on my hands and my arm. When I wasn't, like, paying attention. Because I'm good at that. I'll manage to get a color on my face whenever I was trying to play around with, like, watercolors and acrylics. And I would get a paint color on me that I didn't even use. And I still don't know to this day how I did it. But yeah, with oil paints, I could never, ever get them actually off my hands. It took forever for me to actually get them off me. But I would like to try my hand at it again. Because I love paintings. I think they're so pretty. And I'd love to learn how to do actual, like, digital painting. Because it's beautiful and I would love to learn how to do it. And I have so many ideas for them in my head that I would love to, like, actually do. I might have to try that using the gloves. There we go. That's better. I'll have to give that a try next time I attempt it. I love whenever parts of trees look almost like gnarled and just not straight and smooth. It looks more... I just like it more. I guess it's because I grew up around a lot of trees, so I know that a lot of them tend to look a lot more gnarled than those little, like, stick straight trees you see a lot of people do. That does not look like grass. I did not take my time with that. I should take my time with it rather than get impatient, like the impatient person that I am. I haven't gotten the purple ones. I'll have to try those. Latex actually doesn't bother me. Yeah, see, I live in the mountains. It just, there's trees everywhere. How many trees did our yard have in total when I was growing up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that one fell. 6. No, that was in the next door neighbor's yard. Okay, I think there was 6 in the actual yard, but then there were ones on the fence line in our neighbor's yards, and so it was like having more. It was awesome in the fall when the leaves fell, and you know, we raked them up and got to jump in them. I loved that. Like, to this day, that is like one of the most fun things. Yeah, we're actually in at least what we here would call a city. It's called the city of, so, you know. Everybody around here considers it a city. Go elsewhere and no, they don't, other places don't consider us a city. But you don't have to drive very far to be out in the middle of the woods here. One of my aunts lives, at least last I checked, unless she's moved. She and her husband live essentially in the middle of the woods. Like, their nearest neighbor is like a mile away. At least. But we went up there one time to stay the night whenever my cousin was up. And, it was so cool because, like, they had a hot tub, so, you know, we chilled in the hot tub at night. And we'd turn off, like, all the lights, like, in the house and everything, and you could see every single star. And that was, like, the coolest thing ever to me. It still is, because I like stars, I like space, and stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. Zoom back out. I like that. Okay. Okay, we live in a bigger town than yours, admittedly. There's a national park not far from us, though. And, because, yeah, there's definitely more people than that here. It's like my graduating class had like 300 and some people in it. But, I love being able to see the stars. That's one reason I don't think I could ever, at least comfortably, live in an actual, like, city. I don't feel like I could do that. I think it would, well, I could if I had to, but I don't think I'd like it very much. I don't, like, if we make a trip to one of the few, you know, actual cities around here, or in this state, it just, for me, it feels very awkward. Not the most comfortable. Let me see how this looks now. It's coming along pretty good, considering I never do backgrounds. I think I'd go insane if I didn't have the, you know, nature around me. Like, I could never live in, say, New York City or something like that. At least not and actually like it. I would lose my ever-loving mind. Oh, so I think you're on the complete opposite side of the country from me. I think my mom went to Seattle once. I think. Pretty sure it was Seattle, I want to say. I've never really gone to any of the really, really big cities. Because, I've only mostly said, I think the biggest city I've ever gone to, I'm not even sure. But even just going to Charleston in my state is just, that's too much city for me, even though there's still nature, like, really close. Because, yeah, I'm definitely on the exact opposite end of the country from you. It's like here right now, it's 9:45 at night. But I want to do some stuff, like some video types of stuff about, you know, about my state, about West Virginia at one point. Because I think that'd be nice. Because, admittedly, while I whine and moan. Oh. See, I just tend to stick around where you know, I live. So, like, big city is something I've never really experienced. But the frustrating thing is around here, there's not that much to do unless you're an outdoorsy person. And even then, with the outdoorsy stuff, it's not very fun to do alone. And that's where things can get really frustrating. At least for me, because I have so much trouble finding people who want to do stuff with me. Because, you know, my best friend, she's got a messed up ankle right now. So, and I wouldn't mind going hiking and stuff if I didn't have to go by myself. And of course, anytime, even before, whenever her ankle wasn't hurt, I'd scare her half to death when we'd go. Because we'd pass a big boulder on a hiking trail, and I couldn't just go past it. I had to climb it and stand up on it, my clumsy butt standing up on top of this boulder going, look at me, I got up here. Because I'm an idiot. And I haven't learned from all my past injuries. Because I'm really not sure whether to say that Murphy's Law likes us or hates us. But honestly, anything that can happen will if you give the universe the temptation. So yeah, I go hiking with people and I scare them half to death. Because I can't stay off of the, yeah. Now that being said, the views and the, and all of that are very beautiful around here. That's like, I get some of the best pictures, the best sunrise pictures at work. Because I work midnights, I'm off tonight. So, I don't have to worry about that. But I get some of the prettiest views of the sunrise just at work in the morning when I go to take out the trash. And it is gorgeous. It's like sometimes I'll put sunrise photos on my Instagram, and that's where they come from. Especially whenever you've got like a really colorful sunrise and it's like foggy and all that out. Like just enough fog to sit in like between the different hills. But not so much that you can't hardly see anything. It's like anything above the between the area between the hills, the little valleys, you can see because it's above the fog. And so you can see the sunrise really well, and usually it'll be like really pretty. I hear kids running around outside. But it's so pretty. Like I saw a sunrise the other morning, and it had the most gorgeous pinks in it and purples. And oh my gosh, it was so pretty. I think that was actually one that I didn't get a picture of because I didn't get outside quick enough. But usually I run outside with my phone and take a photo. But I do want to team up eventually with my sister and do some like history pieces, especially like Civil War history pieces, and just then little interesting factoid videos about different stuff in the state. Because gosh, especially the history thing. She knows so much history. It's just, she's so good with it. She knows so much about it. Let's do a short little fat squat tree here. Phew. This is a piece I can see now that's going to take me a while. Maybe I'll work on the next live stream too. Hopefully I can get a final, like, for sure day for streaming down. I may attempt to stream on Twitch here soon. Not like this week, but maybe next week. Because I'd like to try that, because I know that they have some good... They do well with streaming. Like, really well with streaming, because that's what it's for. But I've never used it, like, not even for games. And I should try it, because I know a couple of other artist YouTubers do. So I figured, you know, it'd be worth giving a shot. Oh, new subscriber person. Yay. I'm getting notifications on my phone while I doodle. What's that? Oh. Whew. I may have to get off of here soon. My eyes are starting to hurt a little bit. Let me see. I swear I think part of it's because I'm not used to doing backgrounds. Phew. Yeah, I will drink some water. I may actually fix myself some tea. I love tea. Like hot tea. Well, I like all tea. But but especially in particular hot tea. Like I love sweet tea, but hot tea is just my thing. I think a lot of the issue, though, with my eyes at the moment is the fact that whenever I draw on my tablet, I tend to take my glasses off because I'm getting down close. And I don't need my glasses for up close. I like Lipton tea. It's pretty good. But one of my absolute favorites is actually chamomile spearmint. It's really good. But where I don't need my glasses for up close... when I'm working with my tablet, I do tend to take them off because just by nature, whenever I'm drawing, even on paper, I tend to get down really close to what I'm drawing. But at the moment, usually it's not an issue, but when I stream, I'm looking down here at my tablet because I'm lucky enough, I have a Cintiq. So I'm looking at my tablet, and then I look up at my other screen, at my actual like monitor, to look up at the oop, that missed. To do the chat. Oh goodness, you draw blind. I'm okay up close without my glasses, but far away, oh my gosh. Far away, I'm blind as a bat. See, if I can't find my glasses, I can do nothing all day because I usually am the one driving. And I can't see anything far away. I do remember being in high school and middle school especially because I was fairly new to wearing glasses at the time. But I remember being in middle and high school and occasionally forgetting my glasses at home. Usually on a day when, for some weird reason, I would sleep through my alarm and I have to run out the door so I didn't miss the bus. So I wouldn't even realize that I didn't have my glasses until I was already on the bus. So we'd have to take notes in class and the teacher would be like, "Why aren't you taking notes?" I'm just like, "Because I can't see them." Like, we'd have to copy notes off the board. And of course the teachers like flip out because I'm not taking down the notes. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, "I can't see them. Unless you want me to stand in front of the board with my notebook all the time, you're going to have to chill out a little bit." Let's draw the rock. See, I got mine in like 5th grade. It was 5th grade because we actually got them on Halloween. Me and my sister both, we actually got our glasses on Halloween. And it was weird to get used to. And I remember I was worried about whenever we went. Because I swear we went to this place where you got your glasses like the same day. And I was so afraid whenever I went to go that I was going to have to miss this. We went to this play at the high school where they did Legend of Sleepy Hollow, Headless Horseman and all that. And I was so afraid that I was going to have to miss it just so I could go to the eye doctor. But I was lucky enough that my appointment wasn't until after we got back, so I didn't have to miss it. But we had our glasses that night because I remember my dad had to carry them in his pocket, in his coat pocket while we went trick-or-treating, and it was really, really cold out for being October. And as such, whenever I needed my glasses for a few minutes, like to see, I'd put them on and they'd fog up immediately because they'd been in his warm coat pocket. And then my face was cold and the air was cold. So they'd fog up immediately. And that sucked. Because I liked being able to see, but my costume had a mask. So I couldn't really wear them. Because, most girls, they go for, the kind of costumes most girls go for. No, I was one of those things that had, like, the open plastic-covered rib cage and, like, a black robe and a mask. And I had this little pump that when I squeezed it, like, this shower of fake blood went over the rib cage. So, I'm wearing that kind of costume. And I picked out the costume before I got the glasses. So, I wasn't about to not wear that costume. Because it was one of my few years that I deviated from cat or vampire. So I was wearing the mask, dang it. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I think, at least for the moment, let's see how this looks. I like how this is looking. I think I'm going to leave this here for now. Just because my eyes are starting to ache. I need something to drink. I may make some ramen. I don't know. I'm going to go out and get a soda or something. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I'm glad people were watching. It was fun. I like chit-chatting with people. And it was nice to actually get farther on this piece. Because I don't usually do stuff with backgrounds, but I'm going to have to start doing it. And we'll get off of here, so see you guys later. Good night.